Hello everyone, welcome to another Thursday morning of craftiness. Today we are going to be colouring in. My name is Alisa Tilsner. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia, and welcome to both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So we are going to be doing a little bit of a colouring thing, and I have to pre-warn you, I have never coloured like I'm going to colour today, so fingers crossed it actually works. And we are going to be playing with the Festive Fun Stamp Set. Now, I put a little thing, graphic on my Facebook page yesterday saying, which image would you like me to colour? And the wrong side, the giraffe here got the most votes. So we are going to colour the giraffe. Good morning, Wendy, who is already in. And I also remind me, I have our winners from last week. I've got them written down. So remind me to announce them as well. And let's get, bring this in before I switch cameras around. So if you are watching, you may like to watch on YouTube so that you can actually come and zoom in. If you are watching YouTube on a mobile device, you can actually pinch your screen and zoom in, which is a really handy feature. Good morning, Joy. My morning, your evening. Sorry about that. I'm just automatically on good morning mode. So, and last night, if you didn't catch, I went live with Pip Todman. She's from the UK, and we created with the owl set. I made one card, which isn't a very big card either, and Pip made 3 cards. 3 cards to my 1 card. So yeah, the replay is available for that if you want to go and catch that out as catch up on that as well. Okay, so we are going to be colouring in the giraffe. And we're going to colour it in a cutesy style. So we're not going for the realism of Santa here. I've tried to sort of keep him a little bit more on the not so cutesy side. But this one is a cute image. So we're going to colour it in cute. And then I'm going to try something that I've not tried before, but I have seen it. I've seen somebody else do it, and I was like, ooh, that's really pretty. I wonder if I can pull it off. So she gives no instructions. She just posts her photos, and that's about it. So I am going to colour in, and because it's cutesy, we can colour in whatever colours we like, right? So my giraffe is going to be yellow and orange, and I'm using Daffodil Delight Dark to start with. I personally always start with the dark first, and I am not even going to bother with all those spots. I'm just going to paint straight over the top of them and come around this side. Why is it that the dog next door constantly wants to bark when I am live, or maybe it's I just notice it while I'm live? Okay, yes, I picked the giraffe. It was a resounding, like, I think out of 31 comments, 25 said do the giraffe. So I've just put down a layer of the dark Daffodil Delight. I'm going to let that sit for a bit, not too long, and then I'm actually going to go straight over the top with my dark again and extend that out just a wee bit. So, and the nib I have in, and I'm covering everything that I've already done. So the nib that I am using, this one is a switched out nib. I replaced this one with an Ohuhu nib, and I do have a video on how to do that if you wish to watch it. Okay, so, and then I'm going to come in with my light daffodil, and this nib is actually okay. And again, I'm going to go over the top of everything I've done and then extend that out. So over the top of my dark and bring it out to the full. Okay. So this is just pretty basic colouring. There's nothing flash going on with that. You can give it another little coat if you need to in some areas where you think you need a little bit more blending. And so hopefully this will be a quick way of colouring. Well, starting off quick. Okay, and these ones are pumpkin pie, and you know what, you could probably just not worry about any shading because these little circles probably don't warrant a double combo. We're just going to color them in, and I'm going to use the dark. And again, I've replaced my nib because they were getting a little bit furry. Okay, we are straight in. Right, I'll bring this up to the screen so you can see. So just pretty basic, no hoo-ha going on. Okay, so I'm going to use Granny Apple Green, and I don't think my nibs are very happy on this one. I need to do not very happy at all. So I'm going to use my bullet tip, and I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to try and do that little bit of a flicking motion, even with a bullet tip. So I'm going to come dark down the side here, a little bit under. So we can get some good looking stuff, even though if we want, we want a darker card. So I've just gone down the side again, and then still with my dark, I'm going to go over the top of it and extend it out. So straight over the top, that sort of puts because I want to show you, where's my scraps? I think I've showed before, but if we do, I've got heaps of scraps. If we do one layer, and then we can do 2 layers. See how you can get that light? You probably can't see it because my screen is so far away. You see how you can get the light and dark with just the one marker? So that's basically what we're doing here. So, so go over your dark and extend out a little bit. Okay, and then I'll show you what I've got there. Okay, and then we come in with our light, and we color over the top of everything, and we pull that right out. So over the top of everything we've already done. That just helps get all the inks all wet again. And then we can color the rest in. And that'll eliminate any of those. There's sometimes you get a hard line, and I can tell my blend here is starting to get dry as well. So we might need to give it a little bit extra. So nothing fancy. There we have, that tree looks pretty cool. Quite like that tree. Okay, now I have got a couple of blues. Hang on, we've got a little bit of holly down here, so I'm going to paint that in green as well. And these little bits here, I'm not going to get fussed about. I'm just going to color them as is. And I'm thinking his hat, I might try and stay away from red in here because I've got my yellows and my oranges, and I might do a green hat just for fun, because they don't always have to be red, right? So again, just a smidge of one layer of dark, a second layer of dark over the top, and extend it out just a wee bit, and then over the top of everything and fill it in. Okay. And what else can I do? Could do my star. I might just hang out for a wee bit. I do need to get a brown, maybe I'll do crumb cake for the store. Now, you've seen up on the screen there is my website, alisatilsner.com. And if you, it's starting to get frayed too. If you head on over there, you'll see a sign up for my newsletter. And you can sign up for that, and this card will go out as a tutorial tomorrow, and it'll have all everything that I've used in there, all the measurements of my cards, so you don't have to worry about jotting everything down. Okay, just a little bit of a tree trunk. Oh, I'm trying to think of a word. Isn't that terrible? Gina says she likes her blends better than her Copics. Really, that is, I've never tried Copics, but everybody raves about them. So I think it's just a matter of learning that our blends are different. They're not like Copics, but you know, I'm tempted to get some Copics just to try them and see what they're like. But I don't know. I don't know whether I actually want to go there either. So if you know what I mean. All right, I'm going to do the little box down here in orange. So first layer of dark, that'll be, just put that on there. And I'm not being particularly like, whoa, I've got to get all the shading done. These images are so small. Who's going to notice them anyway? So that's what I get. They're that small that one pass is generally enough. Okay, so we'll go over the top of that. And then I might do all my baubles. I'm going to leave the pot for a second. I'm going to do my baubles in my two blues. Can you guess what paper I'm going to be using? Copics aren't any better? Oh, well, that's good to know, because I nearly, you know what, my husband nearly bought me a whole pack of them for my birthday, and I was like, just hang out a little bit. So anyway, I'm thinking about the pot. Should I do the pot in orange as well? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll do the pot in dark blue. Let's see what these guys look like. And again, like I said, I'm not going to be too fussy with any shading and stuff. Maybe I will do a little bit of shading on that one. But I'm not going to get too over the top. So maybe I'll do the pot in blue as well. Maybe I'll do these in, don't worry, I talk to myself a fair bit, don't worry. So got some, what's that, blueberry bushel and some pool party, I think. But I jabber into myself, right? Because some of the colours will, like the lighter colours will sometimes eat into the darker colours, but like this one will sort of eat into it. But I think once you figure those types of things out, it's a lot easier. Let's do this one dark. It's pretty. Lou says she's got both Copics and blends and she loves them both. I know. I'm pretty sure that I would love blends if I got them. Copics if I got them. What's this one? Dark. Okay, I'm going to do this one. So let it dry for a bit and then do a second layer. And then I can come in with my light. And of course, there's a whole heap of other markers on the, like alcohol markers on the market, not just Copics and not just like, there's so many different ones. The Ohuhu's starting to get momentum, I think. Some people love them, some people hate them. I think it's just a matter of perhaps learning how to use them a little bit. Oh, don't let me forget his hoof down there. Okay, and then we've got a little pot full of baubles here as well. I'm just going to, I think they're dots, whatever. We're just throwing down colour in these parts. There we go. And I've got the berries. So I've got to do the couple of little berries. I don't want to bring red into it. Because it's just another color and I don't want to confuse so many colors. Wendy says the only upside to the Copic sets is that they have a universal coloring system. Yes, that's right. So, but in our Stampin', if you're not in my group, Blends and Beyond, I'm actually going to go through each of our colours. Yellow berries. I'm going to go through each of our colours and mark them, like we have the hex codes for them, and I want to mark them as to where I think they fall in the colour spectrum. So come on over. The group, whoops, I'm losing my nib. The group is called Blends and Beyond. So it's just a colouring group. Okay, my star. I'm going to have to do my star yellow, right? It'll have to be yellow. All right, so how long's that taken me to colour? Not too long. What's that, 15 minutes I've been going for. So, and I did have a little bit of a chit chat at the beginning. So that's not too bad. That's my coloured image. And he's cute, right? Okay, but I am going to, that is going to be a lot of work. It's going to be done very slowly. So now what I have seen that I have done before, yes, the group is on Facebook, Gina. It's called Blends and Beyond. Is what I have seen this lady do, and these are Prismacolor pencils, is she has come in with just a black pencil. I'm gonna go onto a soft surface now. She's come in with a black pencil and she's added, let me get rid of my banner here. If you are interested in colouring and you want to improve your colouring a little bit, I've got, this one is what I've got currently open on the market at the moment in my shop, my blog shop. So using in the moment class, but mainly colouring people and just different backgrounds and that type of thing. And then coming soon-ish, I hope I will be doing good old Santa, Saint Nick here. So I've got some of the images coloured. I just need to move along a little bit more. So anyway, so she's come in with a black pencil and she's just added, and if you're on what's it, YouTube, this is where you probably want to zoom in a wee bit. And she's just gone. She just goes in and she just adds, and I've never coloured like this before, okay? So it could turn out crap. It could enhance it. I do not know, because we've got to try things, right? So I should have taken a screenshot of it before I started. Here we go. Let me just bring it up. You can see a little bit in the hat. See how I've just added a bit of black around the edge? So, and then I'm just going to try and, I don't want a harsh line, so I'm just going to come in with really, really small strokes, and I'm just going down that edge there, because if I come down this side, I'm going to get a real harsh line. But if I just come here and I'm just sort of flicking like that, lifting my pencil off, and just doing really fine lines down the side there, because he's only got a skinny neck, right? So, and along his arm here and down the side. Now also, I think she's like, it was in a card making group. I can't even remember what, I think it's just called card making, to tell you the truth. And she just puts her photos up. There's no, just like, oh, I've just coloured this with alcohol markers and a black pencil. And then she's put linseed oil as well, which obviously I don't have. So I won't be doing that bit there. But she's just highlights one, well, I shouldn't say highlight because she's adding black. But she just does it with on one side to add a little bit of depth. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to try that too. It might work, it might not work. But that's what playing is all about, right? So that's what I've got so far. Oops, I've got to come back to my comments. So there we go. Good night, Jen. She's off. So that's what my little bit of dark on that side has done. So let's continue on. but she's also used linseed oil, she said. Now I think she's from, she must be from Italy, because I have to translate all of her comments. But she doesn't have YouTube, so it's just eyeballing what she's done, and now I'm just trying to do what she, recreate what she's done. And like I said, I've never done this before. So, and I'm assuming that the linseed oil that she uses just sort of must take out any colouring lines. So I'm just going under those areas a little bit. I'll come down here a little bit. Up there a wee bit. So there we go again. I don't know, I quite like that. I reckon you could probably spend a little bit more time on it. Like really coming in, you could do little squiggly circles. I've just done like flicking. That didn't take too long. All right, so what are we going to do down the bottom? Because I'm not going to, no way I'm fussy cutting this guy. So I'm going to do a little bit of grounding. Actually, I might switch over from black and I might bring out my grey. Glycerin, I pulled out, I did have a little bit of a play first. I did actually have a little bit of a go. I thought I'll just try a smaller image and I'll try the mousse. So I did try a blender pen, the double-ended ones that we have, and that made it go really dull. So I'm just going to use a dark grey for this next bit. And I also have some odorless solvent. It's not Gamsol, it's just an odorless solvent, which I could try as well. But I don't have a lot of streaking going on, so I'm just going to leave it until I've learned a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of grounding, and I'm going to start right at the base of my image here and then just work it out so I can go finer as I move out, less pressure. And then I can turn it up the right way. Yeah, that's not so bad. I don't mind that. A little bit around his foot. So, and really lightly with the pencil. So I'm holding my pencil way, way back. So I physically can't put a lot of pressure on the pencil because it's being held so far back. If I want more pressure, I can come up, but I just want to go really lightly to start with, just so that I can get that that shape happening, which you probably can't see on when it's down here, but you can see it a little bit more. And you can see I've got all those little squiggly lines, so I just need to work them out a little bit more. So just a little bit tighter. I'm too loose with all of that. So thank you, Lou. All right, so I'm just going to extend that out so I can even pull back my pencil even further. And it sort of forces me to be on the side of my pencil as well. And I've got absolutely no control over how heavy I'm going, which is a good thing, because then I can come around the right way now, get a closer grip on my pencil and start to come in a little bit firmer right underneath, because as we know, when things are like I don't know whether you can see the shadow, you might not be on. Oh, here you go, you can see that shadow. See, that's a really harsh line because it's close, but this shadow over here is a lot softer, so we want a bit of a heavier shadow right underneath our image, like right near the image line, and then it sort of fades out after. So I can come in and do that. And then he is a wee bit more grounded, and I think I am done. I'm going to put my pencil away. So these are the Prismacolor pencils. They are a Premier Soft Core pencil, and I'm not going to use any white. Look at that. I've got my pencil sharpener. I bought this Derwent mechanical pencil sharpener, which is really good. But my black one, my white one, when it arrived, was not like these ones. The end was all chipped off, and it ate a lot of my pencil, and now it's eaten a lot of my black pencil. But it gives such a beautiful sharp point. Can sort of forgive it. No worries, Jacinta. Thanks for watching. Oh, I've switched over. What's happened? Here we go. I'm going to go back to there. It's flicked me out again. It did that the other week too. Turfed me out. Okay, I think I am done. What do you reckon? I don't mind that little bit of extra dark going on in there. Quite like it. Don't mind it at all. Cute. Okay, so we want to move. We want to make a card now, right? Where did I put my stuff? On the floor, where all good things go. Hello, Fiona. I have just coloured in my giraffe image. So go back and when we finish, go back and watch the replay. Oh, I'm going to reach over here. Okay, so being a fairly long one, and you know that I do, different size card shapes, I'm just going to leave this. I'm not going to die cut it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to go pretty basic. I am going to try and make it even though. And so I'm just going to plonk him. He'll go on like this. Now, did you get any ideas of what paper I might be, designer series paper I might be using? Thanks, Christine. Come watch the end later. Oh, grainy noises. Did anybody think? Did anybody know what paper I'm going to use? Oh, actually, I sort of should have hoped. Ta-da! This is the paper I'm going to use. I should have tested it to make sure it was actually going to work. Oh, I am hopeless. Now, do I do a full covering, or shall I do a little bit of a white border? Because then I've cut my sentiment out, and I'm going to pop that on there as well, assuming I get room. I might do, you know what, I'm going to do a full border because you can always trim it down, right? But once you've cut it smaller, you've got to either recut or go with what you have. All right. So there we go. Hi, Trudy. Oh, I'm glad she said it's been a while since she's had time to watch. She's crafting. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. That's it. I always craft with something going on in the background. How's that? Cute. So I'm going to keep this fairly simple. Don't want to detract from the colouring, obviously. And I'm thinking that is really big. What else have we got here? Aren't they just so cute? Happy Merry Christmas wishes. Oh, you know what? I could white emboss that and then just pop it across here and then be done with it. That's what I'm gonna do. And I think I will do that on, should I do Granny Apple Green? Bit of Granny Apple Green. Do you know what would be really fun? I mean, I don't have any scraps. That would probably emboss on, that would probably fit. Oh, mind you, I have to say, the images on the front here are only 95%, so they are actually bigger when you stamp them, just a smidge bigger. No, I'll get Granny Apple Green. Excuse me for 2 seconds while I didn't plan very well this morning, so, well, I thought I'd planned. I've just changed my plans. I just need a scrap. There we go. Just changing my plans, but that's okay. We're allowed to do that, right? And then I think I will keep my embellishments really simple as well. Not too much hoo-ha. Oh. And we've got a nice bright, there we go. go. There's my white. What else do I need? What else do I need when I emboss? Let me bunch them up. Okay, so, and don't forget, I have to draw out my winners. Don't let me not do that, because I did draw them out. And then I think we're going to have another play, like another giveaway. Maybe we'll do another one next week. I mean, I could have done one this week, but I'm nearly finished now, right? Okay. Happy Christmas. I've got a little bit of, oops, I used that paintbrush for that solvent, so I need a dry one just in case. Alrighty. That's gonna look pretty, I think. Oops, don't shove it in the... I'm thankful that my camera covered up that near faux pas. I nearly funneled everything back into my lid instead of the actual container. So I'm glad that that piece of paper was covering everything up then. Okay, so I will emboss this, but before I do, I want to mention the tutorial membership that I have is featuring the stars at night, and sign up for this if you are interested. Will be closing, what's today's the 28th. It'll be closing in 2 days, so if you want to get in for the tutorial for that one, and you need to be quick. And look what's coming for next month. Woo, $35 35% off a starter kit, or you can have 35% more product in your starter kit. I've done the math, and I think the more is more value, plus you get to come to our on stage event, which is virtual in November, and then we have the in-person one coming up in March afterwards, which is going to be so much fun. And that was about, I'm burning my fingers. That was, where are my tweezers? Oh, you know what, I'm just going to have to burn my fingers. That's valued at $123 as well. So lots and lots of bargains. So that starts on the 3rd of October. So if you have been thinking, think a little harder, and then come join us. All right. Oh, Bernie's. Where? Yeah, my tweezers, I've got a little caddy, just one of those little Kmart caddies alongside of me. And, oh, now I can see them. I was going to say they're probably fallen down, but I can see them right beside my scissors now. Never mind. Warm fingertips are fine. If I don't have a burn on me from cooking or something, you know, something is not right in my world. Okay, let's trim this guy up. Make it nice and straight. Alrighty. Okay, I should do little V's in the end, but you know what? I'm not going to. Just gonna keep it simple. Simple. There we go. Whoops. So I reckon a full coverage or partial coverage. That's what I reckon. A full one. I reckon full. I'm not even going to wait for your answers. I'm just going to go for it. Okay, let's get all of that out of the way. And perhaps should have used my liquid glue, because it would probably give me a little bit more wiggle room, but I'm going to have to just be really careful and hope my blurry eyes don't fail me. Some white. Oh, Lou, look, I didn't even wait around to let anybody respond. I was just like, nah, that's it. I'm just doing it. Sorry. There we go, like that. And I think I'm not even gonna double mount him. I'm not gonna do anything. Oh, I have thought of one thing though. Just bear with me. You guys know I'm constantly jumping up and doing things. I'm just gonna grab a bit of Pool Party. Just a my little strip of Pool Party. I know, isn't this paper just so fun? Like, and it's great for now what size is that? I have to measure. Radio. Oh yeah. It's just so fun and bright, and you know, you don't have to use it for Christmas if you don't want to. You can use it for birthdays or boy cards or, you know, girl cards, or I think it's quite fun. Oh, okay. So I am thinking if I just did my usual little, let's put a little layer and then like that. Ta-da! Easy. Easy peasy Japanesey. Is that what little kids say? That's what my kids used to say when they were little. Okay, so let's get that little bit of a sliver going on. Okay, and it's good, uses up your little scraps of cardstock that you've got going on. Oh, duh. I wanted to, what a waste of seal. I wanted to do this. All right, is that going to be enough, do you think? I'm going to trust and hope that that's enough. Because I did want to do this. All right, let's get you down, and you will have to stick this down straight because, you know, we have those stripes that will, if you stick it down crooked, it will just make it go, haha, look, you stuck it down crooked. As they do, they mock you. All right, so with this one, hey, thanks, Ruth. So I'm going to stick it across here, so I only need a dimensional on that end. Yep, and then I can put seal across this end, or, you know, your liquid glue or whatever you prefer. Thanks, guys. Just nice and simple. Where's the end of my card? Don't go off the edge. It was close. Oh, wait a minute. See, this is gonna, if I don't get this straight, those stripes will mock me. They'll go, ha. It'll be stand out obvious. So do take a little bit of time when you're working with stripes. Okay, I need some bling. What will I use? I think I'm just going to use good old rhinestones. Because, oh, wait a minute. I got these. Will they take away? I don't want to put it on my tree. Because I don't. So donk, maybe I can put them just around here. There we go. A little bit of sparkle. Just a wee bit. Nothing too flash. Don't want to take away too much. So there we go. You know what, and knowing me, I will probably come back, and because I've seen some areas of the black pencil that I don't like, which you guys probably can't see, but I can see, so I will probably come back and fiddle a little bit more, but I know that I shouldn't. Now, why are you flopped? Why have you, oh, you know why, I know why you flopped, because I stuck adhesive on you, and I pressed down. There we go. Go. Not so bad anymore. Right, don't press down if you've done boo-boos. Right, there we go. Okay, so fun. I like it. I like adding the black. I might do it to a lot more cutesy style images. I think it sets it off quite nicely. I might go and have a little bit more of a play. I won't be able to help myself, but I should not, right? Just leave it alone. Don't touch it. Always happens. Okay. I think that is it. Once again, don't forget, if you are not on my newsletter list, make sure you head over to alisatilsner.com. You'll see the subscribe button and you can subscribe to my newsletter every Friday, which is my time, so less than 24 hours away. The time is currently 10:40 a.m. South Australian time. So every morning at 7 a.m. on Friday for my time, I send out my newsletter, and it always has today's card in it. So you will have all the measurements, all the names of all the names of everything. Oh, gee, I nearly forgot. Okay, so my Facebook, let me come back to me. I probably look a little bit jaggy, but get that out of the way. Coming back to me, I have to remember. So my Facebook winner from last week's giveaway was Rachel McCrell. So Rachel, get in touch with me from that. That was an easy pick. YouTube was a little bit hard because I've got all these live comments plus all the comments from, so I had to go through individually and pick out all the names and put them into the random wheel, and that was a bit tricky. So Audrey Dix is my winner from YouTube. I know your address. I will pop something in the mail for you. But Rachel, if you want to get in touch with me, and if you're, well, I know that you're in Australia as well, so that's handy. Just message me via Facebook and send me your address, and I will pop something in the mail for you as well. Okay, so thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and we will see you again next Thursday at the same time. And don't forget, I will put links to the pencils and the pencil sharpener and the nib replacements and all that sort of stuff. I'll put them into the comments section as well, so that you can colour as well. I love colouring. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next week. Bye. Ending. Well, I think I pressed the button. Maybe I didn't press it harder this time.